Someone once said space is dark and cold. Our job is to bring light.
My first question is actually to Babs. Which universe is better, Dune or Star Trek?
Ooh.
They're
Between us.
They're very different. They're very different. And I've been lucky to inhabit both universes, Of course, Star Trek quite a bit more. So, yeah, but I love them both dearly and both very, very special to me.
How diplomatic. He means Star Trek.
Do you see any similarities of those two worlds?
I mean, you're dealing with humans, and in Star Trek, you've got people that are trying to resolve things ideally, peacefully. We're following Starfleet, and in Dune is, it's people that think they're good, but not necessarily, so your protagonist in Dune is really somebody ultimately that will be corrupted or is already corrupted, depending on which film you've seen so far, so it's a darker side of the human spirit, and the manipulation of the human spirit, In Star Trek, you have a strong light that's still present, trying to lead with the best of humanity. In Dune, perhaps we've already gone too far down the line to have any light. That's what I would say. But yeah, they're both beautiful to have been a part of.
And question to all of you. I'm curious, what does it mean to you to get this uniform with this sign and to be part of this great franchise?
It means so much. We've been working in this universe for 4 or 5 years now. And every time I put on that Starfleet uniform and catch a glimpse of myself in a reflection somewhere, you can't help but sit up a little taller and breathe a little deeper. And I think Star Trek means so much to so many people. It means so much to us. It has given us an opportunity to showcase our talents in ways that I could have never imagined. And I think a really wonderful way to express community and uniformity and, the camaraderie is by wearing the same clothes. And I think wearing the insignia and just commanding that power, it feels to me very, very humbling, but also very empowering. I love catching glimpses of people with the Star Trek tattoos. I have the little insignia on my bracelet today. I don't know if you could even see it, but I just love seeing it. It means so much to me, especially as we continue to work in this world. It will always have a really warm, special place in my heart. Not only for what it's meant to me, but also how it's connected me to the incredible talent you see sitting next to me.
Star Trek is a dream role. I mean, it's Star Trek. I remember when I first booked the role, so many friends and family members, they were just like, "Oh, this makes total sense." As an actor who's been working a very long time and in all the different worlds that exist, people seeing me and what I can do and not being able to quite fit me, and the fact that in the world of Star Trek, this character was presented to me and it was just perfect, and through this one character that I play, I'm able to embody so many different roles, and that's what Star Trek does so well, and it's done through the decades, through all the different iterations of Trek. You just get to see so many different versions of yourself. And so for me, sometimes people are like, if this is your big role, would this be, I was like, yeah. I was just like, yeah. I'm like, we're on comic book covers. Yeah. We're action figures, you can go anywhere in the world and you have family. You have you have Trekkies who know who you are, what you do. They want to know about the stories that you're telling, and you have family everywhere. And I'm like, in the world we're living in today, it is very nice that, you know, so many people are struggling everywhere. And I know, we've all done conventions all over the world. When you can show up to a country you've never been to and you suddenly find community in a space because you guys all gel because of this one story that we've all been telling for so long. It's just a really, really beautiful thing. And yeah, so joining this family, joining Trek is like you're joining really like a whole culture. And I could not have asked for a better role or a better cast.
So I have to ask you, because what is the feeling when you enter, I don't know, a shop, for example, and you see your action figure? You can see your face on a toy. What feeling is that? Because not many actors have this opportunity.
Yeah, well, I could say I haven't seen my action figure yet. No, I have, because fans have made it. Mm-hmm. Fans have made Ortega's action figures. But seeing myself like on the cover of a comic book, and then on the back of that comic book are the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which I grew up, wanting to fight and save the world alongside. It's just like, I'm like, childhood Melissa is living out her wildest dreams. So yeah, I can't wait till like there's like an official action figure, but the fans who all over the world have been like, they've even created like Lego Ortegases, they've 3D printed Ortegases, and it's never gonna get old, ever. It's always gonna be the coolest thing. So if you're listening, please make more action figures of Ortegas.
I'll say, playing a legacy character, there are already so many iterations of Uhura that exist. And so to see some that are specific to my Uhura, to the younger Uhura, is such a dream. I literally have a stuffed Uhura doll keychain. I'm going to show it. I don't know if you can see it, but I carry this with me. I put it on my backpack, and this is, someone made a stuffed, Nyota and felt the need to give it to me to have, and it's not lost on me how much this franchise means to people. And we have such an arty, crafty, campy show, and it inspires a lot of the artists in our fandom, in the Trekkie community, to try new things and show off new mediums. And the fact that our work and our likenesses get to be a part of that in any way is incredibly special. I'm such a glutton for that sort of stuff. I love seeing it online. I love seeing it at cons. I hope it never ends.
And Melissa, you said about the arc of the first season. You have a very good part of it. Like, you have this PSD thing that they changed for Star Trek feeling. I'm curious, how was it to receive this burden of your character?
I've been really yearning for to be able to show more to fans. Like in season 1 and season 2, and I always say this, I'm just like, it's not easy to have 10 episodes with this brilliant ensemble cast, half of who are legacy characters, and to be able to tell everyone's story. And so in seasons 1 and seasons 2, I thought, seasons 1 and 2, I thought that, Ortegas was a big part of every episode in my head. But then to hear fans be like, we don't have enough of her and we want to know more about her. Like, that's the highest compliment as an actor, that fans in the audience wants to see more of you. And then to have your showrunners and your writers say, we want to give fans more of you. And then what they gave me was something a lot darker than what you've seen. I loved it because you get to see a different side to her as an actor. You get to play, in a different realm. And it also made me kind of examine parts of Ortegas that I hadn't really considered too much. I always knew that her background was as ace pilot and a soldier, a combat veteran, and somebody who clearly her whole crew trusts and she trusts them. But it made me dig deeper and to see like when it all doesn't work out, when life doesn't work out as you want it to work out, and you've fallen, how do you get back up and how do you rebuild yourself? And so that for me, I looked at it on a personal level and then also specifically for Ortegas, and I'm excited for fans to go on that journey with her, and with the cast throughout the season.